Hi. I'm back. I'm back and I feel okay. For the most part. It's been a bit. I'm a little oh, I don't know how to speak right now, but that's fine. I have Astrayo unlocked. Astrayo? The Astrayo-yo? And the only one I have unlocked here is Frustration, which I don't think is going to be that good. I'm just going to do a story run. It's pretty much the best way to start. I would not like to hear the devil's story. Let's just go. Glacia. Lots of defense. Good start. Weak to my element. Also a good start. Actually a good start. It means the fight's gonna go fast. So, I had a bit of a rough weekend. Nothing really in particular happened. It's just a bad mood weekend, pretty much. I kind of don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to be too much of a downer, but I normally like to stream on my weekends, and unfortunately, well, it just didn't really work out. Because, you know, bad weekend means that we're probably not going to have a good time on stream, you know? Lots of panics. Give me voltage barrel. Pop these orbs. I kind of... It's not really anything in particular's fault, but it kind of started with... I tried to write a video about this game and felt a bit bad about the script. It wasn't really a big deal. I talked about it in the Discord. It wasn't really all that big of a deal, frankly, because it was just, well, my points are a bit out of order, but I think that what I am saying is sensible. But, anything going badly has just the potential chance to make my dysphoria really bad. And unfortunately, that is exactly the effect that had. And a lot of really great, like, positive trans news came out about, like, a couple specific people just having a good time, being well respected by different places that they didn't expect to get a lot of respect from. Which ultimately that's a really positive thing. But, it made me a bit jealous because, well, I haven't been able to transition at all. I haven't been able to take any steps. It's been a while. A long while. And I'm kind of starving for it, if that makes sense. So it's just been a bit of a rough time. The Hematorn is not high enough level for me to destroy the lower orb. I'm just gonna go for it. Ultimately, that's the kind of thing that just put me in a bit of a bad state. It's not to say that things going well for other people is bad news, but I just feel like I don't have a lot of options. And that just makes things a bit difficult sometimes. Difficult to process some information. Do I actually want the key? I'll take the karma. Go for as much karma as I can get. I'm doing pretty well so far. Critical start rate. That is kind of a high level opponent though. Let's just see if I can handle it. I don't remember what the other objective is, I've already forgotten it. Maybe a little part of it was playing Borderlands so much, because I did play a lot of it. More just as an action RPG than anything else. And I love a good action RPG, but the thing is, the combat's really simplistic. It kind of doesn't, it gives me a lot of opportunity to think about things. It gives me a lot of opportunity to potentially have bad thoughts. So, maybe that had a bit to do with it. I don't know for sure. It seems a bit absurd. That might not have been it. But either way, it's over now. I managed to run into just two of the only people that were able to like make me feel better, and they made me feel quite a bit better yesterday. It was just a bit of a rise from there, from that point on. There's some max health there. Not too excited about either of these gifts. What is this? Defeat default with a panic attack. I just have to actually survive the fight this time. Which I don't think I did. Also, void defense isn't really going to be very helpful with default, I don't think. You do not have eyes. You actually have holes. Thinking about it. That's, a potential, like, trypophobia thing, isn't it? Is it trypophobia? I think it is. I wonder if that's made anyone feel bad in a trypophobic sort of way. It's one of the things I've gotten myself thinking about every now and again. That one was pretty easy. This one's got an eye. This is one of the ones I need. Got her. Could just say her, hey, this one's got an eye too. If I win, we'll be good. Oh, this is a Varel. It's like a white Varel. Huh. Okay, so now I need to win with a panic. There we go. Big birthday hug. I will be love. Body glyph. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if this game's ever going to have a way to turn off items from appearing. So you see that in roguelikes, usually. This actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. In the event that you unlock something and it ends up being a downside, you know. You can, it makes the achievements feel a bit less bad if you unlock something that is purely a detriment and can then disable it. It happens sometimes. Like, just increasing the item pool can make it so that good items are less likely to spawn, etc. Just by the nature of the game. Oh. Let's just take these guys out. I was trying to get the top bug there, but I didn't get it. Barrage. That's a good one. Lots of star crits. Ooh, Synchron's got a 3-star gift. Phobia. And Dread. Well, that's impressive. I don't think anyone else is gonna... Yep, Synchron's giving me a full heal. I haven't even taken damage yet, I don't think. Shooting Star is a damage upgrade, but I think Synchron is the best one to get. Let's see. Do I want to just try to get as many panics as possible? Or maybe I'll just do an Inspire. I don't think Warp Synapse is going to help. blue photo. Sure. Just make this fight faster. Oh my god, my crit rate though. It's so high. Okay, both of those have been taken out. Not a big wave of bullets actually. Oh, that one's the one that's still alive. This one right here. Maybe I can take it out? Yep. I guess warp synapse would help in the last phase, huh? There we go. Didn't really need the help. But today has been a pleasant day. Because today, I got jelly beans and spaghetti. And, as always, my spaghetti is accompanied with absolute, unnecessarily large amounts of cheese. Which is what I love the most. Just an ungodly amount of cheese. Topaz? Can't do over leveled. Don't break any bouncing. Yeah. I do kind of need to go to the higher level fights anyway, so I'll just do this and use some panics. I've got 13 at this point. I've actually been watching a lot of someone play Elden Ring. I was actually going to try to go into that game without spoilers, but honestly, I didn't think it was going to be likely for me to play it anytime soon. So I ended up putting on a stream. I didn't watch all of it, so like I don't have nearly as encyclopedic of knowledge of that game as I do for like Dark Souls. I was actually trying to avoid Dark Souls information because I didn't want to end up with the same like level of information that I have about Dark Souls. There we go. Which I suppose isn't that bad, because I don't know all that much about Dark Souls 1's DLC or anything, but I'll never be able to play that game, and oh, I got hit twice. It's practically no point. Because I kind of wanted the companion. No rest. No rest for me. I'm too wicked for that. Lavalin. Don't use panics, don't get hit twice. That's rough. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Oh god, it's Shy Momo though? This fight just sucks. Oh no. Wasn't ready for this. I wasn't really ready to be challenged today. If that makes sense. I don't want to do something that's actually difficult. Oh god. It's become modestly likely that I might actually die. Let's just get rid of Momo the best I can. There we go. It's actually something about being in a bit of a bad mood. So I don't really want to be challenged in those kinds of moods, which I think is not actually uncommon at all. Embrace and entropy. Do I just need a lot of panics? I think I might just... Ooh, I can use both of these. Yes! I can have 5 helpers for the final boss. Okay. We'll do this one. Panic manifested. I actually caught one of my friends in a bit of a bad mood. And was like, actually, something UX conversation. They were like, please don't bother me about UX. I just, you know, they just got like patronized by their boss about UX or something at the time. Which we had an argument about horizontal scroll bars, honestly. And like I like don't mind for horizontal scroll bars at all. And like kind of because of that conversation, I've been looking for vertical or horizontal scroll bars in any game I find. Apparently though, in UX design, you just don't use those. And like apparently in UX design you just don't use those. Like, period. Warframe does. Nobody's a big fan of it. Everybody hates it, I think. It might be one of those things that people just kind of dealt with because they wanted to play Warframe, you know? I'm not really equipped for this fight at all. I actually started thinking, I think Borderlands 3 might actually have a horizontal scroll bar at some point. Because I think maybe the bank does. The interface is kind of laid out such that it might. I do so much void damage, and I really don't need to be doing void damage right now. I'm trying to get off any heat damage I can. Oh god. I think Borderlands 3 maybe uses a horizontal scroll bar in the bank. I don't know for sure. And I don't even rightfully know that it's necessarily a bad thing. Like an absolute condemnation of the interface, that it's utter garbage if you use a horizontal scroll bar. Again, personally, I just see an interface and I work with it the best I can. I don't really have that much. I'm not picky, you know? So I just kind of deal with it. And that's like the kind of philosophy that I want to try to inspire. Because I personally don't think it is. I think that a lot of issues that issues that people run into are, I don't know. I think I've grown a tolerance, basically, for certain kinds of problems. Let's just do this. Sure. I think I've grown a bit of a tolerance to issues because of aforementioned like dysphoria stuff, trans stuff. It generally just being kind of a rough situation to be in. Though my friend I had the UX debate with, it was like they're also trans, so it's not really a reason. I have like really low health. Do I want this? If I accept the Garden's Blessing, I want this. I also kind of just want crit. When it comes to gaming, though, you're kind of just supposed to have fun, right? So that's how I generally try to handle it, is I just try to have fun. Ooh, there's another scroll here. Platinum Star, which I don't know if I want, but I mean, I guess I might have to just take it. Yeah, I'll do this one. Apparently void damage is actually quite good here. I heard something about the whole... What was it? Something along the lines of the, like, just do your best to have fun, it's a video game for God's sake kind of thing I was talking about. I saw a rant about that, where somebody, because their game's controls were unconventional, they were getting apparently a lot of feedback that their controls were jank. Which obviously isn't a good feeling whenever people are just making the assertion that your controls are janky and kind of suck. When people are trying to say stuff like that. Not a good feeling. And I also more or less agree that that is not the correct attitude to take. Let's do this blue barrel. Because you're setting out to play a game, you know? You're setting out to play a game, and I think it is reasonable that you want the game to be fun, and you want to have a good time with it. So, trying to accept all of the rules in the game as they are, and figuring out how best to work with them, makes the most sense to me as the way to play games. Though it doesn't always feel very comfortable to do. It is hard, I think, sometimes to fight the temptation to say, well, I know what I want to play. And you, of course you know what you want to play because you're used to something conventional, right? Granted, I've done this myself, where I've confidently asserted, well, I want to play this, so why is the game like that? But at the same time, I've also run into some really cool new experiences by just trying to keep an open mind the best I can. Yeah, 153 karma. Sure, that's not even my best. Also, radiant light metal. Yay. I try to look at every part of a game and think, like, what does this actually contribute to the complete package? Roguelite games, I'm actually usually not a big fan of them. But at the same time, what do roguelites bring to the table? Randomized builds, right? You go into story mode or altered story in this game, and you will end up with a wildly different build, depending on the character that you play and how the game was feeling that day. You go into quick play, and you will get... and this game kind of helps feed the side of me that is a bit opposed to roguelites, or just doesn't really like them that much. Quick play has the whole fact that you can actually just build your character exactly the way you want and fight exactly which boss you want at any given moment. I think that this game kind of hits the problems that I generally have with roguelites. Just absolute riposte to all of my issues with the genre. It's actually one of the things that got me into this game in the first place. Ooh, Altar Vitria. Sigmawk. Radiant Legion of Love. I can't stand to see her like this. She would rather quietly mope to herself than bother anyone, but I'm always here to listen. Frustration. Frustration. I don't need frustration. The reason why roguelites kind of just offer you this random build as you go through the game is because, well, in a regular RPG, it's first of all, it's a formula that we've been going through for a while. But second of all, I've been playing a whole lot of Borderlands lately, and in any sort of action RPG like that, you'll end up with kind of a comfort zone. You'll kind of hit, you know, a favorite skill or a favorite weapon or, you know, whatever. You'll hit some sort of favorite when you're playing Diablo or Borderlands or whatever else. And those games want players to use as many of the options that the developers carefully crafted as possible. So Borderlands, in the sequel, in Borderlands 2, made the scaling as you level up a lot more radical, like exponential stat scaling as you level up, because they want you to get rid of your guns and replace them with better guns. Because I guess people weren't doing that, was kind of a problem that they were running into with Borderlands 1. I can only imagine that that's why. Borderlands 1 had very linear scaling, so there wasn't really much need to actually switch your weapon at all in the first game.
Right.
So, like, you have to introduce all of these design elements trying to get people to switch up their build as much as you can, and it often ends up not even being all that successful. Or you could make a roguelite and just give people random builds, which kind of suddenly sounds a lot more appealing, it seems. That's how it feels to me, at least. That's a crit one. I'm not very good at feather shots. Meanwhile, roguelites like this with multiple characters and stuff will actually have character-specific achievements and the like in order to get people to step out of their comfort zone in a different way. Right? If I don't play as Twin Heart, I will never get the upgrade gifts and the achievements that are associated with Twin Heart. That's one of the things that the developer presumably wants me to do. They want me to play all of the characters that they spent a lot of effort and time making. Which, frankly, I have no problem with that. Ultimately, the developer wants you to play the game that you bought and have fun with it. It's a perfectly sensible goal. There you go. Oh, I didn't realize my charge shot was zapped. Is that like a giant feather, or is that a heart shot? I'd have to freeze frame on that. I'm kind of curious. Lucky flower. And a warp synapse, in case I want to go to the other side. Void bullet helper, feather damage. Yeah, feather damage. Prism is also weak as hell to me. Yeah, part of the big difficulty, I think, and probably in game design in general, is just getting players to step out of their comfort zone. Coming up with various mechanisms to get people doing that is the big puzzle, the big game design puzzle. Copy Kitty, actually, is a pretty sweet game that tries something to get people to... I'm not going to do Barrel Rain right now. I would love that new item, but... Copy Kitty actually has a mechanism in place for stuff like that. For making people step out of their comfort zone. And all it does is the very simple, elegant solution where they just don't let you keep your weapon that you had in the previous stage to the next stage. So you can pick a favorite weapon for a given stage. You may not be offered it at all in the next level. Something that I think is quite interesting about that game. Oh, what was that? Something B. Also, the game has a sense of humor and is offering me 2 Vero Rains, or Shy Lila, which... I don't want to do any of these fights, but I mean, I guess we do Vero Rain. I'd rather do Vero Rain than Shy Lila, I think. Oh, I thought for a moment I was actually still playing Devil as well, so it's just focusing everywhere. Whoops. Zap. Toxic damage really doesn't help against ferals either. Pretty neutral towards it. Oh, this was something else I was actually kind of in the mood for over the weekend. I really wanted to just make a game. Because I actually followed Sylvie on Twitter. Sylvie makes games or something. I don't remember. But apparently Sylvie makes a bunch of very cute looking games. I guess shy fights aren't that bad with this character. I'm just not good at it. Been following Sylvie, who demonstrates that actually you can make very cute graphics without necessarily needing to use a lot of pixels. So that's one of the things that actually kind of keeps me away from the whole idea is making graphics. Oh god, I kind of need that heal. Sure. Vitria, what do you have for me? You'll give me a new item, right? Can I just fly right up to you and not suffer any consequences? I think so. I think this is good. Okay, she's gonna fly at me pretty soon, I think. I think the developer also, for this game, maybe wanted you to spend time in different zones of the battlefield, which is why we've got stuff like feather shots. Focus only radiant feathers. Alright, that's a third element on my wheel. I checked the gift. Oh my god, it's a phobia. Gimme. Checked the gift because it was matching through the text, but it worked out. Split barrel. Bigger crit bubbles, crit rate. Oh, do I want even more critical feathers? Do I want the Allstone? Do I want Justice for the previous run? No, I'm gonna do Celestia. Don't get hurt, if you can help it. Ooh, Radiant Feathers are not a common sight in this game, I feel. Oh, the developer also wants you to use panics in this game. They want you to use bombs. So they end up giving you karma if you use bombs, just to compensate, you know? There's stuff like that. Developers want you to use your tools. They want you to play the game and have fun. It's the most sensible thing I feel like I've ever... It's just the most sensible idea. Of course developers want you to have fun. Insecurity. If you get hurt, more damage. And Masterpiece. Sentinel OX. Ooh, Void Feathers. Actually, I'll try Sentinel OX. This actually might go really badly, but let's try it. Oh, my crit bubbles are actually giving me a lot of extra leeway. Oh wait, I had a Link Synapse, didn't I? I could have just used that. Oh god. It's really hard to precisely maneuver there. Sentinel OX is backwards in pretty much every way. Goodbye. This, I think, gives you poise still. And Blizzard. Void Feathers. Oh, extra feather. It's not extra feather damage, it's extra feather. Okay. Reduce fear amount for all monsters. Have all 4 monster choices. Astrayo has a real wing. Synchron's got Fallen Angel. Orb Mushroom. Oh, feather range up. Ah. Game wants me doing Shylila. But if I do Astrayo and win, I get a real wing and a full heal. I'm kind of tempted. Let's just see if I can win it fast. Which hopefully I can. Oh god. I don't, Void seems to do more damage, actually. Oh god. Organics. End the fight fast. Hit the lights. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was for, but I did it. I got her. Real wing. Full heal. The real wing isn't that big of a deal, but it's kind of nice. Sentinel's quiz. Start the quiz, please. Is Star... Oh, I have no idea. No? No is more likely than yes, I feel, for that. Which of these monsters is of the Guardian type? Randy. Can Lavaland attack with the Radiant element? I don't know. No. No. Good. Does default choose her forms at random? Yes. No. Oh, based on what level she is. Who was the first monster you loved today? Not that. +9 karma. I don't do that. Do you currently have any wonderful power gifts? I do. Which of these monsters have you loved today? Barrel Rain. What does 11 times 6 evaluate to? 66. What is the highest level that Scrambler can reach without being over-leveled? Hold on, did I actually ping viewers? Whoops. Wait, did I? I didn't. There. Whoops! You might not have known I've been here. Just in case. Okay. What is the highest level that Scrambler can reach without being over-leveled? 4. Okay. This unit will now present you with another reward. Oh, whoops, not that one. Crit rate, crit rate. Final round. This glyph has several possible meanings. Brightness or glowing? Glowing. Damn. Time. Okay. What kind of motes can you extract from topaz? Yellow. Easiest question of my life. What does Amalga say to you after showing her love? We will protect each other? I will always dance with you. We will protect each other. Okay. Because I think Guardian. I think Amalga might be a Guardian. Which of these power gifts is not one of your active gifts? I have Tiny Wings. I don't think I have a Fang. I definitely have a Blightstone and Lucky Flower. I went for Lucky Flower early. It's between Fang and Flat Mushroom, and I think it's Fang. Which of these monsters have you not shown love to yet today? Shy Momo. I would remember a Shy Momo fight. 2 panics. Another scroll. I like the scroll. Give me more crits. I have ridiculous crits now. I can do this. True Panic. Break every single bit of Astraeo's rings in a single battle. Energy Glyph. Oop. Well, it's all max level Nyx Polyps from here. There's an Embrace. Poison Mushroom. Squall. That's 6 panics. This is also 6 panics and a single polyp. I guess I just do the rightmost one. Or I could learn what this new gift is. I don't know what it would be. Because it has to be a panic gift. So I'm kind of interested in Tox Polyps, but I also don't know that I'll actually complete Tox Polyps. Get all the gifts there. 2, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna do Nyx Polyps. Strong. I have so many feathers. Oh my god. If you're here, you picked the right time to show up. Look at all this damage I'm doing. There's so many shots. Oh, damn it. Touched the bullet. God, it's exactly what you're not supposed to do in these games. I always forget. Oh! I don't have a lot of confidence in my capabilities against Nyx Polyps with Devil, but I'm doing fine with Twin Heart. Oh, I prevented the damage, which prevented the other heart from waking up. Okay. Okay. Dang it. Alright, well that's the other heart broken. Oh my gosh. Goodbye! The damage! Oh, that was so much. Oh, good one. Breath returns to you. This feels like the character that has the most potential to be powerful. Alright, Radiate a Tetrad. Oh, I think I need to generate an amount of Radiant Motes, is the thing. Which is a little annoying. I wish I could spend more Radiant Motes here. Just go completely nuts getting other Tetrads, because I really just don't need Radiant Tetrads right now. Do I want the heal? I want the heal. Bap. Okay. No more upgrades for the garden. Oh god, I took the blessing. Okay. Well, I guess while we're here, we may as well. Heartbeat and Star Shots. Heart Key. Neither of those are really very useful. Bracelet and a new gift. I think I'll take Bracelet and a new gift. And I think I want to actually stick with void damage here. Oh yeah, I'm doing some pretty real damage to the parts. I'm not sure that I will... I really want the boss to survive more damage, so I'm gonna try just Radiant shots and just break some parts with Radiant damage if I can. Damn. I missed it. I wonder if Twin Heart has the most defense. Blue Zest. Gain 4 reserve health after every battle. Explains why I've never seen it. Choose her path. I think Blue Veil. Perfect being. Okay. I think you'll find that I am also the perfect being. Look at this sheer level of bubbliness that I am presenting you with. Blue Veil. You cannot combat the sheer level of bubble. There may be a lot of you, Blue Veil, but I don't think you can comprehend the sheer amount of bubbles that I have at my fingertips. That is a lot of damage. Sometimes the final boss of a roguelite ends up just being, here's your build's victory lap. You don't really have to do the boss's mechanics. You could just do damage instead. Group hug. What's that one for? Wait. Oh, okay. Alright, I got my radiant medal. That's what I wanted. What was group hug for? It's a new achievement. Story dream? Story feats? Can't check recent dreams. That actually might be kind of nice. Further beyond. No. Event dreams? Surely not, but it might be like... I did get forbidden knowledge, which was its own reward. Forbidden knowledge is its own reward. Heart trials. Trials of Twin Heart. Group hug? No. Yeah, because this is gonna be just these ones. Full combo in 25 battles. Oh, that's gonna be something. Twin Heart, stay in focus for an entire battle and earn a Radiant battle. Any level 5 quickly battle or higher. Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, these aren't the ones I got. Lovely dreams. Lovely feats. Not any of those. No. Collection ambitions. Radiate 25 dreamscapes, which I can do for some fulfillment. In case I want that. Fulfillment's always nice. Who doesn't want a little fulfillment? Yeah, I've done all of those. Plenty of accumulation goals. Oh, I haven't done the Love Apocalypse though. 2,000 monsters. 80 unique monsters. Star allies in the void. Rain will love us all. Sweating bullets. No. Story... No, it's not a story dream either. Story victories? Group hug. There it is. That makes sense. I haven't done... A new monster awaits if I complete Blue Veil story path as any character on Heavy Rain. What about... Oh, I did beat the Void on Heavy Rain. I guess I could do it. I could probably do it. Altered feats. It's no altered. Quick play. No, it's not gonna be a quick play there. There's like another one. It might be a monster dream or something. There were like a couple other ones I got. But... New monsters. Astrayo. She looks like Yo, the symbol that we use to describe lightning, energy, and excitement. You can tell she really likes Aramex. She starts vibrating and sparking when she's near one. Then sparks start flying everywhere. I guess that happens when she likes you. Wow, 80 monsters. That's gonna be quite hard to get, isn't it? Some of these are very specific to unlock. Encounter Sandrome in story mode, which just hasn't been happening lately. Wait, this is level 8 to 12 normal encounters? Huh. Udanai. Guess that also explains why I haven't seen that one. Which Udanai I just can't do because Udanai is quite hard. Default just requires a lot of blues. I never unlocked Echo, did I? No. Yeah, all the things I have left to unlock are just quite expensive at the moment. Blue Zest. Let's learn what that is. One of the best things I've ever tasted. If blue had a flavor, this would be it. And Frustration. Sure, I'll unlock it now. I'm really starting to like those Guardians. They want to evolve beyond the limits of their own kind, so they become huge monsters ready to fight anything in their way. Ha! They're tough like me. That one's written by the Double, for sure. Want to evolve beyond the limits of their own kind. And Shiny Box. You can grab some of these too. Solitude. She promised me that I would never be alone again, but she hasn't been here to see me in a long time. I deserve this. Always check behind the waterfall. You never know what you might find back there. Well, that's a bit of a shift in tone. I'm starting to forget what daytime is supposed to look like. I'll have to keep painting it so I won't lose what little memories I have left. Wait, there weren't any stars, right? Well, there was one big one. I can still see a bright spot through the clouds sometimes. So like the sun, I think. I don't remember seeing the Painted Peaks background. It's been a while, maybe. I'm a bit shy on blue for that. Still a lot of stuff to unlock. Let me actually do a run with Defect. Fall Breeze. So Defect's big mechanic is that you can switch elements. So you can do radiant damage or void damage. I think I'm okay with both of these gifts. You do void damage by default, but if you exert all of your willpower, if you're just a bit strong, you can do some radiant damage. Also, I think Radiant, or not Radiant, Void is kind of interesting in Quick Play because you get extra mechanics with her. She's allowed like 1 or 2 extra panics or something. Which can be huge in a Quick Play battle. Yeah. I could have gone for the, oh shoot, I needed to panic at some point. Nope. No Radiant motes. Radiant Hearts. Well, okay. Sure. It's not that exciting. Blue Zest. I don't really need Blue Zest, but it does have 6 Karma. Or Sparkstone. I think I might rather do Burning Barrel. Oh my god, please. Charge shot timing is a bit tricky. If you want to perfect it, you know, if you want the frame perfect charge shot. Jesus! 15? Why? Didn't get hit, full combo. Karma from gifts. Oh, right, okay. I got a feather, or a flower. No, I got double wish. Okay, never mind. I was literally just... Okay. I'm just being dumb. Don't worry about it. Stella. Yeah. I like the blank canvas for making my charge shots faster. Charge shots just did good work. So why not? It's gonna mess up my timing a bit more. I want to hit this back door a bit. I might be able to get this bottom segment, but I think that's gonna be a bit tricky. Here we go. All segments destroyed. Bye-bye. No explosions necessary. Only one explosion necessary. Plus 2 panics. It seems like it might also be easy to get Nyx polyps with defect. Do I want the key? It's early. It's early. I think it's plenty. There's plenty of time to take the 9 karma. Plenty of time to benefit from that. Insecurity. Oh good. All of the if you get hurt gifts. Okay. Well. Momo it is. Let's push the levels up. I really like that in the story mode for this game, you always have some way that you can use an encounter, even if you don't, like, get a good item. You can push the levels up and get some extra karma. You can keep the levels down and get practice on a boss that you're bad at, maybe. It's not the best feeling. That feels a bit more like a consolation prize, I guess. And I just want to pop some of these flowers around the outer ring. Fab. Fab. I think... I'm not sure what the, how difficult it actually is to pop these feathers, or how difficult it is to get 14 breaks. I think I'm gonna be fine. So I'm gonna grab some of these feathers and then be okay. Okay. It's a challenge. I've got to do it. Yeah, quick might. That is nice to have. Venom Barrel gives me charge time, I suppose. But I lose my radiant damage. Well, my radiant damage becomes focus only. Camery, Sphere Sense. That's a new one. Synchron's got a new gift, but I think I want this one. Don't get hurt twice. Venom Barrel can actually be kind of tricky if I remember. rocks. I mean, granted, I'm not actually scared of these rocks right now. Maybe not. Maybe this is actually kind of easy. There we go. No problem. Zero problems. Spicy fruit for the fast 2 charge. Calories got a 3-star gift. Ooh, and star shots. I mean, that seems like a winner to me. Just getting a second weapon. Unfortunately, it's shaping up to be a bit bad for the old high-level boss's front. It's not looking great. Oh, I still have reserve health. I don't even know where that came from. Did I pick up blue zest earlier? Oh, I have burn charge. That's worthless, isn't it? It's not that bad. Could certainly be better. Yeah, actually, you think Radiant was a bit better there. That whole time. I was trying for Void. I thought Void would be better, but the Split Hearts just kind of edged it out, I think. Anyway, I don't need to worry about that. I got Star Shots. Lucky Flower and a Phobia. 3 Panics. Ruby. Lucky Flower is just kind of cute. Although if I do this, I can easily do Blue Veil. Bigger shots. Vitria is going to go down super easy. I'm going to do Vitria, actually. Just to push the levels up a bit. I don't really feel like I need a Phobia right now. Got plenty of Star Shot power. It's a little bit. It's taking a little bit of extra time to. Yeah, my charge shots are actually kind of worthless now. Because they don't fire both buttons. I'm just sitting here thinking, God, what a horrible injustice. I'm only doing a sensible amount of damage to the boss this whole time. Come on. I have 2 guns. This should be easy. That's not how it works. Okay. I can do this. Synchron for a max health boon. Void Helper. Max health. Void aura after getting hurt. Automatic panics. I don't really think I want automatic panics if I can help it. max health isn't really that exciting. Yeah. I'm just gonna do Heliola and hope this works out. All my shots can be dark damage if I want them to be. And now we're doing real damage. And all I have to do is actually prevent the additional like clips from leaving the screen. No problem. Oh, that one's getting kind of close though. Okay, now I just need to pop a bunch of the rings. I think there's a dream for popping every ring, which I don't know if I'll be able to do. Oh, the Radiant Damage Panic was actually not very good. Often my strategy in any kind of difficult game is to just rush the enemy down and do as much damage as possible. Not something I can reasonably do. I did destroy all the rings. I saw, you know, you don't get enough damage in this game. Bloody nails. Charge damage up. Ooh, Sandrome. Rhythm. Rhythm's gonna be good. Like in Neo, I'll rush down the enemies as much as I can. Because just sprinting towards the enemy and attacking them, honestly, works way better than it probably should. In a game like that... Oh, I needed to not panic at all. Well, if I got hit, that would have happened anyway. Either way, my real dream isn't that. It's to destroy the body segments. Whoa. I don't know how many more segments I got. Not all that many. Just trying to sneak away those bottom, get some cheeky bottom segment hits there. I may be overcommitted to that. Get some extra helpers. No one's gift. Sure. Brush. Let's take it. I've got some really good void damage, which I forget what that's actually good against. I'm just gonna go for Blue Barrel. Hope this works out. Nope. Don't need void damage here. Well, I may as well use the triple stones. Defect. Yes, Blue? We're going to fight now. Oh, the story's not finished, but the battle is already. Alright, need to not get hit quite so early in the fight. Alright. Plan's working out. Plan's not working so well. Oh, come on. Oh, she's resistant either way, so I guess I may as well mash focus out. The bloody nails weren't really helping out much here. Whoa. Okay, this is the phase where I have to dodge around her while she shoots lasers everywhere, right? Eventually. Eventually it starts being about that. Darkness reigns. Big armada of heart shots. So many shots. Dodging that is actually really hard. Let's position the options around me. I could probably just sit idle and tank through this. Usually when it comes down to it, it feels like Defect. You can just sit idle and crush everything. Well, that's that run. Once you actually have a good enough baseline of stuff, you can just sit idle. Radiant Metal. Radiant Light Metal. It's a little bit closer to completion. Can unlock both of these. Photon Sword, which I guess I might have just gotten for the first time on this file. Unit 07 is activated after 78,022 days. Fear rating 93,041. Name, Split Unit, assigned to Unit 07. Assigned by Lutechna. Name assignment rejected. Oh. Split Unit. Critical error in weapon systems. Fear rating 97,236. Activating distress signal. Reply received from Unit 08. Split Unit's a gift, right? Actually. Split Unit. It's been another day of searching the pit. I found another small deactivated Zaramec unit down there. I decided to bring this one back with me. Okay, so that one's actually a her heart thing. And then there was a feather shot gift. Or actually feather element. Photon sword. Oh no! One of my feathers fell off. I won't be able to take any photographs for a few days. I need the light to reflect off of them in just the right way. Be careful with it. They're sharper than they look. So the feather needs to grow back. Don't touch the feathers. They're dangerous. Okay. Oh god. Let me actually see if there's any particular goals I should be going for right now. Like just for feather elements. Break every single one of every single bit of Hades' wings in a story mode battle. I feel like that's just gonna be hard. Defeat Lila in story mode while staying in focus mode. I don't really go for Lila fights, so I guess that makes sense why I don't have that one. During a level 7 battle or higher with Rage Prisma, do not panic and survive for at least 3 minutes. That you can do in quick play, so you can get a little overpowered and do that in quick play. And this one, break Chroma's rainbow barrier 9 times in a single battle. I tried that, but I think I did too much damage to Chroma. So I like pushed her past some health thresholds or something. That one I don't know exactly how to do that. Guess I can pop over here and take a look. Do I actually have Chroma unlocked? So I think Chroma's here. Chroma is this one. Weak to Radiant. I guess I can just do a Chroma fight in quick play. I can raise ultra level max. Raise the cap on ultra levels. If I'm feeling so bold. Oh god, I can do it again. Sure. Now, it's maxed out at level 21. Highest I can get it. I can get another star. 11 stars worth of gifts. Panic limit might actually be really good, but that's it. Quick play rank 46. It's a ways away. Okay, Chroma. Haven't done a Chroma fight at all. Okay. So I'm guessing I want her heart, and I can just build for multi-shot or something. Do I actually want this? Do I want to just go all out on the multi-shot? It's the best I can do. Because I don't really want to pay attention to what's going on over there. I just want to do as much damage as I can. Not necessarily needing to put a lot of effort into it. There's the other, okay, that's barrier number 2. I also realized just now that I don't need to actually obey the rules of, like, power limits. 4? I think it might instantly respawn on some health gates. This basically... So, okay, rapid fire is kind of preventing big damage spikes, which I think is working in terms of keeping the barrier up and healthy. Okay, or keeping the boss healthy while I break the barrier. Okay. That's another one. I don't know if that's enough. Barrier came back right at the end. See, is that not enough? I didn't count. I guess I should count next time. Chroma. Let me pass your shell. I think if I just store a charge shot indefinitely, then she'll never put it back up. So that's 1 break. Two breaks. I can also be going for a radiant metal while I do this. Three breaks. That actually might have been 4. 3 plus or minus 1. Something like that. 5? Oh, there goes the radiant metal. Can you back off, please? Oh my god, Chroma, please. Chroma, I cannot shoot you while you are over there. Okay. The health okay, the barrier did come back on its own after enough time spent not shooting. But it's not going to come back again. It's not free by any means. You can't just shoot the boss and expect the barrier to come back. Unless some sort of bug was introduced or something. Barrier keeps regenerating right at the end. I'm gonna have to check. Check monster. Maybe if I'm doing void damage. Because then I'll be doing less damage. Or toxic. Feather shot might do it. Feather shot. More feather damage. More feather damage. Because this is rapid hit. I don't think there's anything like actually scary about I'm gonna stay back. See if the barrier comes back on its own. It's actually possible that what I need to do is hit Chroma not in the weakness. Need to hit Chroma right in the strength. Right in the resistance. I think that might be it. Fire is not going to do it. She's actually weak to fire. Oh, she's weak to toxic. Let me test this out. If I just do fire damage, like en masse to the barrier, right? It does not push the barrier back any faster. Yeah, okay. I think I know what I'm interested in then. I'm interested in heart void shots. So let me actually get heart shot, void shots. I need heart element gifts for that. Void hearts. That's a lot of damage. And then I can just maybe get a fortifying gift or something in here. Heart tank. Maximum defense. I don't really need all defenses though. Maxing out on defense is probably gonna be what I want. Or not maxing out on defense, maxing out on health. Which one actually do you do? You do radiant damage. Just so that I can make the fight last. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to do this. This is nonsense. Let's get the triple shot. Pile of hearts. And then, yeah, okay. I'm just going to get some defensive gifts. Mainly fortifying gifts, please. Radiant defense. Lovely art. And some love paint. And then maybe I can get like a heart cookie. Just be extra durable. And completely tank my score. So void damage is what we're doing now. Void damage triple shots. I'm still doing a lot of damage to the barrier. I got a lot of defense just in case I get hit, because I feel like this is going to be a bit of an attrition achievement. And if I just hold my charge shot, she doesn't start regenerating the barrier. This is what I've tested before. This doesn't work. So I think it's going to just come down to I need to push her into a new phase, which now she's in a new phase. But is she going to actually start regenerating her barrier? There it is. Gotcha. Gotta give her this whole run around this entire arena. Alright, Chroma. It's weird saying her about Chroma because I'm used to Warframe. Her Chroma is a male, big fat dragon Warframe. Okay, there's the barrier again. Barrier again. It might just spawn over a period of time. Okay. It might be that you need to run circles around the boss or something. Like, maybe the boss is okay, like, just wants to be encircled a little bit. I'm not sure. It's still very mysterious to me. It seems to regenerate in this phase. There it is. But then, like, whenever I pop it, it seemed to come back pretty quickly after. There it is. Like it comes back at certain time gates or something. But only during this specific phase. And the radiant defense, I'm sure, is helping in some way. There it is. Tear down your walls. I'm trying to connect the best that I can. There. I tore down your wall. You can't keep me out. Okay. There we go. Okay. Bad score, but that's fine. Spectrum. Okay. That's the gift I was going for. And I think that is actually a what was it, a feather shot? Feather element? Yeah. Level 7 or higher, Rage Prisma. Don't panic. Survive for 3 minutes. Or defeat Lila, story mode. Hades' wings in story mode. Hades' wings in story mode, I feel like it's going to be really hard. Lila focused story mode is not hard. I just need to find Lila. During a level 7 or higher battle with Rage Prisma. Okay, so don't panic, survive for 3 minutes, and then presumably win. I've already forgotten who I need to find in this monolithic boss list. Rage Prisma. Level 7, huh? And I need to not panic. Alright, hold on. Because there should be... display? Game. Display timer. Battle time. Don't panic. 3 minutes. Presumably win. I think it's a... I'm just gonna scroll down the list. There we go. Level 7. So I need something survivability focused. Void damage. Oh, whoops. Let's not do that without any gifts. Alter Defect is actually really bad for this, probably. I mean, you get lifesteal, but... let me actually think again. I need Void or Zap damage. If I just do this with her heart... Rage Prisma does fire damage. Devil's also a candidate, actually. Because with Devil I could set up some fire damage. And just... because I want to be able to finish out the fight fast. Eventually. So let's get some of that. And then go for fortifying gifts. So... damn, I don't have burn defense plus health gift unlocked. Heart cookie. Max health plus 3, fully heal. I guess I could do... wait, not heart tank. Suture. Transfusion. Okay. Too many gifts. Let's go. I just need to survive, and I can't panic, so... good start. Devil, I think, already has some pretty high burn defense. kind of just want to bring Rage Prisma to her knees. And then, you know, play hard to get. Okay. Okay. This isn't really that bad, these bullet patterns. I feel like I've dealt with worse with just regular Prisma. Because with regular Prisma, you kind of set up your own bullet patterns. But here it's just, you get this and... I mean, pretty much the first spot you move to, you'll be fine. Uh-oh, I'm setting up my own bullet patterns. Setting myself up for a bit of failure. Maybe I'm just less anxious about this fight because I have a lot more durability. Oh, laser. Just a little laser pulse. It is actually also possible that this fight's kind of encouraging me more towards the top or bottom rather than right in front of her. Or maybe it's just that the fights in this game are really easy if you're not trying to attack at the same time. You just don't attack. It's actually not difficult to dodge. Is that like true in Dark Souls? I feel like that might be true in Dark Souls. That attacking often in Dark Souls is the leading cause of death, I think, in that game. Really. 2.5 minutes. Managed to come up with something to talk about for this whole... Oh. 2 minutes 30 officially now. Oh, jeez. The extra defense no doubt helps out. Oh god, I probably should not have fired that off. I'm just gonna wait until the timer definitively reads 3 minutes. Okay. That was a wicked pattern right at the end there. Just firing off your bullets in exactly a cross shape. Okay, copper metal. That's all you need. If you get any metal, you're a winner in my boat. Rage Prisma done. You know, while I'm busy complaining that that was actually not that bad, let me actually finish this fight. The good old-fashioned not getting hit way. Maximum star rate. Let's just do as much damage as possible. See, now I'm a lot more scared. Okay. I also wonder if this game does something a bit like what Copy Kitty does with the bosses, where the bosses actually attack more often than that game, the lower they are on health. Oh god. Or not the lower they are in health, but the faster they lose health. Okay. There's the radiant metal. Crisis resolved. I no longer have a copper metal on my record. Let's go to the lower level version. I can probably do this one too. Rage Prisma. Oh! Don't know if Devil is necessarily the best for this. I mean, it seems like you can dodge a lot of this boss's attacks with very minimal motions. Oh wow, you only need to break 2 segments for that. I was expecting 3. Well, there you go. Tear through that easily enough. Okay. Lower level version should basically just be that, but easier. Because I don't even need to take off again. Oh. Why didn't I do this before? Doing quick play battles from hardest to easiest. What a way to do it. Goodbye, Rage Prisma. Goodbye. Just kind of let me sit there and shoot the core forever. 4150. Nice round numbers. Okay. And level 4. That's gonna involve me dropping a Star Spur. Yeah, I definitely need Void Stars for this, so. I might have been doing this with Heart Shot before. I might have been trying to do this with her heart. Which makes it a lot harder. Oh, there's not even a fireball here. It just rotates slightly, which honestly, all things said, that does really throw me off. Actually really messes with me. Goodbye, Rage Prisma. It was pleasant speaking with you. There we go. I didn't even really need that to squeeze out that extra radiant metal. I'll leave the other Rage Prismas for now. Oh, new dreamscape. True panic. Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Nothing is actually happening to you. You will be okay. Lovely. Slightly terrifying. Because it just reminds you that that can happen. But wow. One more yellow Tetrad and I can actually finish out another category in the Dreamscapes menu. Okay. What else do I need to do for power? Feather Shot Gifts. Do not take damage or use panic attacks for 10 battles in a row in story mode. I feel like that's going to be hard. Well, I guess I can just stay in low level battles. Break every single bit of Lavalin's rings and all of her orbs. Right. Yeah, I just haven't fought Lavalin for a while. Defeat Amalga without taking damage or using a panic attack. Story mode. That's probably not that bad. But I actually need to get Amalga in story mode. Hades' Wings. Lila in story mode. Star Shots. Missing this one. Defeat Forma without breaking any Void Claws in a level 10 battle or higher. That's going to be tricky too, isn't it? Just because it's a high level battle. Amalga, 100% full combo. Break all of her shell parts. Unless she does some stunts like Rage Prisma does. That actually might be kind of hard. Just because the back segments are so hard to get. Defeat Jewel without breaking any of her tail segments in story mode. I just have to get Jewel and then resist the temptation. Defeat Venom Varel while staying in focus mode for the whole battle. In story mode. I need to just commit the story mode only ones that are really easy to memory. Defeat Lavalin with a 100% full combo without breaking any of her orbs. Flip Flap. Scrambler upgrade. That's just gonna be expensive. Bit grindy. Upgrade boiler. Which I actually don't know if I even... I think I... Oh yeah, I do. I just haven't really been seeing much of Scrambler and Boiler, weirdly. 20,000 total motes from Alter Glacia. I need to encounter Alter Glacia at all. Round Saw without breaking any parts. That I can do. That's in just the general gifts. What is this one? Don't know. Take 2 of the same gift out of the link synapse. I should set that one up whenever I get a chance. I just don't remember which ones are in it. Without breaking more than 4 petals. Alright, I'm going to try the round saw one. Which pretty much is just going to come down to nothing but charge shots. So I need round saw level 5. And I just need to make my charge shots huge. With no split shots, I think, too. No heartbeat. Double charge actually kind of seems like a good call, potentially. Love signal. I'll do double charge. Charge damage, charge time. So I can just kind of go nuts on these. Double might be a bit overkill. I think increasing the base damage of the charge would be better, but... Oh, charge time doesn't matter at all. Yeah, charge time doesn't matter at all, because I don't think I'm going to get a lot of, like... I don't think I'm going to be able to pound away with charge shots rapidly. What is your weakness? Void. So I'm gonna set up void charge. Dry fruit. And then I'm gonna actually increase my base damage. Thorns. 0.8. Sine wave could be good. That one's good. I see. Because heart rate also affects it. And I don't really want crits because the bubbles could touch. I don't think I really want Love Might because then it makes it more likely for me to actually hit the body, which I'm kind of trying to avoid. Passive gifts. Fang. So much score reduction. Okay, this is fine. Hi, Round Saw. I'm gonna murder your face off. I have a crit chance. Oh my god. Stop with the crit chance. Don't land a crit. Oh, is it the double charge that's actually making a guaranteed crit happen? It is. I feel like I may have inspired that idea. Damn it. So close. Hi, Wham. I got a dream. I did it. I defeated Round Saw without breaking any of her parts. Oh, something bloom. Oh, I was kind of hoping to hang out with more people, but I don't think people have been here really. It's been quiet. Played a lot of this game lately, but it's just because it lends itself really well to just hanging out. Anyway, that's okay. That's that done. Almost. So that was this one, I think. Okay, successive. Overleveled. I don't know how I'm gonna get overleveled monsters to show up. With a 100% full combo. Molten barrel. Break all the split barrels. I have jelly beans, by the way. And I'm a big fan of jelly beans. See, full combo while breaking all of their shell parts, though. For dual Prisma, that's going to be kind of hard. Wait, defeat any default holograms that have eyeballs 7 times. How have I not done that yet? I swear I've done that. Okay. Default, your days are numbered. Guardians, I think. No. Wait, I don't have default unlocked. Damn it. Oh well. What is actually in my link synapse? I have determination in here. Photon wave. Desire. Make my heart toxic. Like desiring a win in Dota. Might make you a bit toxic. Oh, embrace. In case I want to start with 5 panics. Suture. Toxic stars. I mean, I'll get a Scrambler, which I think is more than generous. So hey Wim, how have you been? I kind of just went radio silent on the weekend. Again, like I said, I had kind of just a really terrible weekend. I'm trying to understate it a bit. Because I think that if I don't, I'll make people really sad or worried. And I don't really want to do that. It's a little worse than it might sound based on my description of it. Okay. Burning barrel. Shooting star. I'll take the shooting star. Oh, there's no way that's... Oh, wait. Ah, toxic stars. Fill rate plus 10% is actually kind of huge. I actually also, Wim, kind of got myself tempted to start making the action RPG I talk about sometimes. I don't think I have the skill to make the whole thing is the thing, but maybe it would just be fun to have that as a hobbyist thing. But the thing is, what I actually kind of want to do is make videos, because that has the potential to actually matter a little bit more. I want to make videos talking about cool things, because that has a bit more outreach than like a half-finished video game. unfortunately. Okay. So I can expand storage. I can just kick an item out of storage if I want. I need 40 shiny triangles of any colors, and that's like gonna be really slow. This one's giving me more power. Okay, come back later. Hug. Okay. Prisma. Or Unit Luo. Jams plus videos. I'm not experienced enough to partake in a game jam. I'm barely experienced enough to be able to make an entire playable game. That's kind of the problem. Like, literally, there's a game I am interested in playing. I'm not really a game developer by any stretch. It's not even something I'm, like, super interested in doing. I just want to make it so I can play it. That's it. I just want to be the first. I just want to play the first pretty much unambiguously great action RPG ever made. I got hit by the one bullet. Like, I've been playing Borderlands, and every time I play a Borderlands game, I spot, like, new flaws with it. Not, like, big deal flaws, just, like, really small things. Like how Borderlands 3, frankly, has too much weapon variety. And I really want more mission-based action RPGs as well. Like, ones where you just go do a stage rather than wandering an open world and just getting loot as you wander. I don't do well with that because I don't know where the good loot is. But there's another solution where you put all the good loot behind bosses, but then you just run the same boss level over and over, except it's complicated by it being in an open world. So it just takes longer to do it. So I don't know, I've just never found an action RPG that I was like the happiest with. Give me, I guess, some Radiant motes. I need to do that eventually. I'll take a panic too. I definitely do not want the blessing. Not this early. Hades though. Max health. Double. Star Spur. Crit rate. Oh my god, I can do Lila though. Without ever dropping focus. Yeah, okay. Fine. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. I've got sine wave toxic shots. So yeah, genuinely, what I want is to play a very complex game. And making it, whenever I'm not very experienced, is gonna be very difficult to do. Basically. But on the bright side, Sylvie has inspired me that you don't need to make a game pretty in order to make it fun. Well, rather, her games are just cute. She's just got this really cutesy art style. It doesn't all have to be like super fancy looking. You can just make cute, modestly endearing art and it's fine. I'm not really an art person either. Is the thing in terms of just drawing stuff. Realistically, the thing I need to do is narrow my focus and just get really good at a small range of things. That's a bit what I'm trying to work on right now, but there we go. Rainbow unlocked. Finally can get the gift of a rainbow. I don't want to do split barrel right now. I don't generally want to do split barrel at all. Rendy. I haven't done Rendy with this character yet. what I need to do is actually do the thing that I never did in college, which is revise my scripts / papers, etc. Because actually, I always wrote reasonably competent, like scripts for plays. Actually, something I actually did in school. I wrote reasonably competent papers, and by that I mean I usually would get like an A or a B on them. So like I did a pretty good job in general in school with writing projects and stuff, but I never actually... Heartbeat? Ooh. I mean, I gotta do it. Not, it's giving me a good gift. I've always done a good job with it, despite not doing any revisions. The problem with revising my work is it makes me do something that normally doesn't make me feel great, which is to say, as a creative, it makes me look at my stuff, which is the last thing I should be doing. Because then I will look at it and be like, oh, this is all wrong, this isn't saying anything that I want to say, and then I just delete the whole thing and rewrite it from the beginning. Which I have already felt tempted to do, twice, across 2 scripts. Like, it's not a subtle, slight problem. It's genuinely, like, the reason why I haven't done anything. Is because I'm always like, oh, but I could do it better, though. The perfectionist problem, and I don't know how you deal with that. I'm gonna leave the gift on the ground. Got a lot of run left to go. I don't have that much run left to go, actually, thinking about it. I don't really want Misfit Heart. I don't want to take damage. More crits. Or default. I'll do default just because it's going to be rare. So yeah, that's the curse. I want to get myself to the point where I'm actually just making stuff that's good enough. Because honestly, I need to actually do that. I need to actually make something that's good enough and just put it out there. Which is a little bit what streaming is, I guess. Streaming's pretty much just making something that's good enough on the fly. It's never gonna be your most... It's not gonna be even the slightest terrifying. You're just hanging out, talking about whatever. This guy has an eye. Surely this is an eye. Let's switch to fire damage. Actually, better. Oh crap! I used my panic at the wrong time. Oh, it's okay. You don't... I'm made of metal, my circuit's clean. You don't have to say stuff. It's okay. I'm also trying to get used to the idea of talking without saying anything. Or without anyone needing to necessarily respond. Easter's been nice and chill with family. The rest of the week I spent taking a break by doing art stuff. Well, that's lovely. I'm glad you had a good break. Metal Glyph. I thought I saw another 3-star gift, but not really. Lavalin. Well, all of my damage elements are bad. Oh, except I have Heartbeat. I need to break the orbs and the rings. Oh my god, I forgot I have the spiral stars. I think that's it. I think I lose it. Because I think I needed a full combo. No, broken glass. Panic damage plus 60 plus 3 panics. Broken glass does make me panic, actually, a little bit. Not a lot, though. Do I really? Professionally experienced with tutoring, game design, and games programming. Yeah, it's more the problem is that I know very much that the game I want to play is hideously ambitious to try to sit down and make. I am abundantly aware of that. I know a number of game devs who are like, you really shouldn't want this. And I'm like, I know. But I want it. I just want to play it. Really, more than anything. I know exactly what it's like. I can see it in my mind's eye. I know exactly what the game is like, but I want to do this just to... use it. Helper that fires zap shots backwards. Whoops. None of these seem interesting to me either. Oh, my rest is in my active gifts. So, I guess more the point would be... The most useful thing to learn would be, like, how to prevent myself from becoming... from trapping myself, right? How to do very basic things, like ensuring that you never look at the code for your project and are like, Jesus, I hate this. I kind of want this one, but alter round saw is also a bit scary. I'm gonna do emerald. Right, I have this too. I can just do this. Oh, 6:58. Oh, it's telling me my time for the whole run. That's neat. I basically just need somebody to yell at me whenever I'm about to do something horrible. Yell at me if I have a really bad idea for how to implement something. I think this is dark. Yeah. Something that is downright self-sabotaging. That's really what I need. Although I want to successfully make a video first. That I think might be a bit more important. While I stay focused, I am recharging my meter faster. Scream into the void. I'm sorry I cannot read that chat message right now. But I will. Well, I think, although this is a bit real and a bit depressing maybe, but I think the thing that I need more than anything is I need to figure out how to consistently get willpower rolling. I need to figure out how to get willpower working. I feel like I might have said role-playing at some point in that sentence, and I hate that that might have happened. Oh, there goes all my health. Everyone allowed starts with ambition. It's totally doable as long as you're willing to do it. Yeah. Alright. Well, I took a lot of damage there. Let's make it easier. I need time. Okay. Just to make these fights as easy as possible, because Lord knows I sure do have health. Well, Celestia, give me some health. I need it. Do not take away my health. I really need to gain health here. Yeah, I think what I really need... I don't have a lot of good sources of constructive feedback, to be honest. You're like my best source of feedback. Whim, specifically. Because I feel like a lot of people who I could, like, submit stuff to might also be a bit perfectionisty. One of my friends actually wants to stream and hasn't. Admitted this to me like 4 months ago, and no matter how many times I tell them to just do it, they don't do it. So I don't know what to do about that. I don't think Calorie was it. I need Jewel. Do Jewel without breaking any body segments. So they're the kind of person, by the way, who also says like you can't do highlight videos unless you're recording in 1080p minimum. And I'm like, I don't know, that's just kind of a toxic attitude to me. People might click on the video and be like, oh, well this isn't 1080p, I don't care, because I don't know this person, but are those the people who I want to drive traffic to my stream? You know, I don't know. I don't really think so. Here's Sandrome. Stab, stab. Let's do Sandrome. That said, if I'm making something that is not a highlight video, I will do my best to record it in a high quality. Because why wouldn't I? Cactus Hunter. Because I literally can. The only thing that's really keeping me from doing higher quality videos on stream, higher quality stuff on stream, is the fact that my bandwidth is a bit limiting. So yeah, of course I would be willing to make higher quality stuff, but... And OBS doesn't actually let you record in a different resolution than you're streaming in. Or at least it doesn't for me. Volodrome. Unlocked. Oh, here's the void. Warp Synapse? I mean... Sure. I also still need to get better at commentary. Which, the way I'm largely planning on doing that, hopefully, is getting more random people showing up so that I can learn better how to interact with chat. Getting better at, like, just solo commentating the game. Like, talking about what's happening in the game. I can do that, I think. It's a bit different if it's like a roguelike, because unfortunately, not a lot... There's a lot of variance in roguelites, but there's not a lot of variance that I really care to talk about, if that makes any sense. There's not much that I have to say about the variance. I guess in this game, it's a bit different. But a lot of what I would say is like, oh, this is so stupid powerful, I love it. More than anything. And there's not much to say. There's no conversation to be had there, right? I have a lot more interesting stuff to say about games with concrete kind of content, like bam. I have a lot more to say about something like Neo, for instance, because there's just a lot going on in that game. A lot of systems, and you have access to all of them at the same time. But then if there's a lot to talk about, I try to talk about all of it simultaneously, which is actually also not helpful. Hello, Scrambler. Well, I can upgrade Scrambler. Oh my god. It's so expensive! Oh. Well, I got another Photon Wave, so I could drop Determination just to put Photon Wave in. Sure. I wasn't going to use it anyway. Here, you have Photon Wave. Do I want anything else? Do I want to just make this a complete star fest? Oh, I can't store Heartbeat though. That's a bit sad. Broken Glass to start with 3 Panics. I kind of dig it. Bracelet. Store the bracelet. Okay. Also, I think also in terms of commentary, if I get better at thinking of video ideas, I think that'll just naturally help with commentary. Broken glass. Intrusive thoughts. A random occurrence will cause this glass to break suddenly. All the pieces will come flying at me. Yep. That's a problem. Well, Wim, if you would like to hear a lot more about my video game that I really, really want to play, I can tell you all about it over the course of a lengthy period of time, I'm sure. Photon Wave. Mild Paradox. I think Desire is not going to be useful. Bracelet, I'll take. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of wasting this effort. A lovely new power gift can be found. Link Synapse. Okay, that's kind of funny. Lila's already done. Voltage Barrel? Just for the thing. Sure. Yeah, Voltage Barrel is actually not that bad. I got orbitals. So one of the things I really want, more than anything actually, is just a really fast workflow for making weapons. For making attacks and weapons. That's one of the things that I want. Because I think that a decent majority of the content is going to be based on the idea of getting access to new weapons and abilities. And then like systems that can work as basically separate self-contained game modes for getting more of them or something. But like as it is, it could just be abilities with a roguelite thing. Thinking about it with this roguelite, you're also really good at talking about what you want to try and reacting to the unique effects. That's also a game you just really have fun with. This is one of the only roguelites I really enjoy, to be honest. I was actually thinking of making a video kind of about that. Framing it in a much more positive way, because obviously it's not quite as simple as just that, you know, but the reason I enjoy this game so much is interesting. I think. Because it's a bunch of features that normally you don't see in roguelites. Big thing being practice mode. The fact that you can just practice any fight you want in quick play is actually essential. I would not have this game right now if it weren't for that. I expressed interest in this game on the sole basis of that feature of quick play. And that's the only reason I actually have it at all. That's where all my interest came from. So I wanted to talk a lot about like the difficulty modulation in story mode. Like even just right here, we've got a level 2 monster and a level 3 monster. And if you pick the level 3 monster, it makes later fights harder, but you might just really suck at Synchron and you would rather fight Venom Barrel. But also, the items that you get are also tied to the monster. So if you're good at both, you can be like, I should try out Synchron to see what this gift is. Which I will do. There's a lot more choice in it, aside from just, well, this is going to screw over my build, so I'm not going to do it. Which is, I feel like, kind of what you usually see whenever you do get choices in roguelites. But you don't usually get all that much choice in roguelites anyway. Frankly. I wish you got a lot more than you usually do. Like, Hades letting you choose one of 3 gifts, or one of 3 boons, is actually incredible, and it's probably one of the reasons I really liked that game as well. Just having an amount of choice at all. Seems like it's a bit counter to the idea of roguelites anyway. You get kind of a randomized build, and that's the whole point, but it's actually a lot more fun. It's actually even more fun if you know what the items do before you take them. Imagine that! God. I went a little bit H-Bomber guy there. Will she take the key? But choose your difficulty and the form of difficulty doesn't end up being panning of length, and not being able to react to things blind, or the possibility of the fight is based entirely on your random choice. Yeah, basically. I actually don't ever want to make a roguelite. If I were to ever make games on a consistent basis, I don't really want to make a roguelite. I would rather frame everything in a different way. Because, like, I want people to be able to just... I want people to be able to pick what their preference is for things. I want there to be a large amount of choice, and it just seems like roguelites kind of exist to just take that away. I also like handmade levels a lot. There's just a cohesiveness in the environment that is lost whenever you're doing a dungeon in Binding of Isaac. It doesn't feel like a location. Even Hades, like the locations in Hades don't really feel like real places. And that's kind of an issue to me. I'm not a fan of that. It doesn't feel good. Photoxai, because I've got good charge shots. This game's different because it's not trying to create an environment. And Crypto the Necrodancer is kind of different because the point of the game is really its combat, not in its environments. I think you could make that point about a lot of roguelites, but like the point isn't really the exploration, but whenever I see infinitely randomly generated dungeons, the first thing I think is it fun to explore? And like the answer is usually no. Unfortunately. Oh my god, I need to actually land a charge shot. Oh. Chat's moving! I can't look. Got it. We're on Discord. Generated levels is a topic on their own. I totally... Come to think of it, the only roguelite I've played much is Toho 18 and Copy Kitty Endless. I think I made roguelites as a randomly place these while I test stuff before I lay out things myself. Yeah, that's actually a way to do it. You know what I want for my game, right? And this is something that I would never try to do on my own again, because I don't know the first thing about trying to do this, but I think that this would be amazing. What I want out of my game is I want randomly generated levels, but I only want components of the level, certain components to be randomly chosen from a pool of things that I specify. So it is a mix of handmade levels and randomly generated levels. So if like, imagine creating a Castlevania map for a side-scrolling level, and then saying, okay, well, this 2x1 room here can be any of this list of rooms, pick one of them, etc. Like that kind of thing. So that way, the level's always the same shape, and maybe always has the same kind of environment idea, but you know, just some stuff is different. Some stuff is subtly different. Maybe the big enemy in this room is actually different. It's choosing from a different pool of moves to attack with. Or it's just a different enemy altogether. Like that kind of thing, I really like. I'm just going to make myself more powerful. That's what I want. And that seems very ambitious. That seems hard to make, but... But speaking of ambitious, I'm just gonna fight Burning Barrel with two different weaknesses. Or two different two different resistances. Yeah, that's what I want. Randomly generated levels, kind of. They're not the same as what you would normally see in a roguelite. And the cool idea behind that to me as well, right, is that you're really under no obligation to make the levels random with that system. Assuming you've got the right dev tools, you don't have to set up you don't have to add alternate possibilities for any given, like, section of the map. You can just say, this room's always this room, this enemy's always this enemy, and make a mission that is completely static if you want. You're not actually under any obligation to make stuff random. And I like that. That feels really flexible to me. I've been trying to think of really flexible ideas. Things that leave a lot of room for creativity and expansions. Just so you don't end up putting yourself in trouble later. Max health +3, full heal. Scramble has got Embrace. But I've got a lot of I'm basically fine. I've got a lot of panics coming in over the next few battles. Oh wow, I have a love signal. I completely forgot. I remember having a similarly kind of cool idea of something that I think would be very genuinely helpful if you wanted to make a shoot 'em up. And that was trying to make just a super flexible gun object, basically, that can just generate bullet patterns completely on its own. Variations called flavors that remix the order of concepts and elements introduced in something with a randomizer called Berry Mix. Let me think about that for a bit. That does seem kind of tricky, But I think that's an idea that's got a lot of promise. Something that's always... I'm gonna just do this. Whatever. Something that's always kind of bugged me about like RPGs, for instance. Wait, when did my charge shots become fire? Oh well. I thought I had void damage or something, but oh well. Something that's always bugged me about RPGs, right? I say this all the time, but I thrive on complexity. I love whenever games are super complicated. Just give me every feature right off the gate. I will probably be fine. So that sounds like the kind of thing that you can just say, hey, do you want just to have every feature from the beginning of the game? Because if you do, then you play on this variation of the game that actually enables that. You just get access to all the features right from the beginning. I think the reason why I tend to thrive on complexity is just because it is hard as a developer, if a game is really complex, to utilize all the mechanics at the same time. Quite possibly, but at the same time, I think it's more fun, so who cares if it's like secretly bad or anything. It's more fun to have all the systems. Why am I picking things that are weak to void? I don't do void damage anymore. Really, the thing that I find more difficult to deal with is like whenever attacks are super fast, or basically anything in a shoot 'em up is usually what I struggle with, to be honest. If damage is super high or things are super reflex intensive, then I usually have a bit of a difficult time with that. But like, having a lot of features has never actually bothered me. But to that end, I do think that there's definitely reason to curb your complexity a bit. So okay, I want to talk about Borderlands 3, because Borderlands 3 has been amazing fun ever since I started playing it. Borderlands 3 is great, because for the first time in the series, it felt genuinely like the developers came up with the perfect gun variety. Like, it feels like there are millions of guns in Borderlands 3 for the first time in the series. Where, like, guns will have secondary fire modes. Guns will be projectile based. Oh, but this one has a charge shot. Or, oh, this one you throw away when you reload it. But, actually, whenever you throw it, it doesn't explode like it does in Borderlands 2. It may do one of 6 different things. And one of the things it can do is sprout legs and follow you around and shoot enemies for you. Just, like, there's so much variance to the weapons in Borderlands 3. And yet, the game just piles tons of loot on you, to the point that I have no idea what to actually keep. So, Borderlands 3 is genuinely kind of overwhelming because they made the guns too good. Which is a hell of a problem to have. The random generation in Borderlands 3 is so good that the game can't help but be kind of overwhelming with the sheer amount of possible content to play with. Good problem to have. The fact that, like, I got a sniper rifle with a rocket launcher attached to it. Oh, and this is on top of all of the stat variations you can normally run into in Borderlands 3. Or in Borderlands, right? Where you'll get a gun that's, like, accurate, high damage, or sometimes you'll get a gun that's just really low fire rate and kind of bad. Oh, it's accurate, high damage, but then it only has one magazine size, which I don't know what you're supposed to do with this thing, but whatever. Like, I don't know. You end up with a lot of just regular variants like that, but then the fundamental functionality of the gun is so varied. Don't ignore the specific examples. I'm sorry, I was currently dealing with the panic boss. But but hopefully you get the idea a little bit there. Okay. Well, I can do a bunch of this. Phobia synthesis. Yay. I don't think I need to do any more conversions like that ever again. Yeah, basically, all of that rambling about Borderlands comes back to this point. I think it is perfectly reasonable. I think that what I would like to do is gate a lot of... I don't want random loot drops in my game. Because I don't like random loot drops. I think random loot drops kind of suck. This is one of the reasons why I want there to be a really good workflow for making abilities and making weapons and stuff. Because there needs to be a lot of them. There needs to be a lot of stuff you can do, because stat variants ain't gonna cut it necessarily. I think random loot is just really really frustrating and annoying. So to that end, the way that you get stuff, I had in my head as you craft it. You know, you just go on a mission and you get some stuff and you shove it into the microwave and a weapon comes out. That's pretty much the idea. I think I want the panics. I don't need them, but I do want them. Oh, Jesus. Being too overwhelmed for some, so options can be good. Rainbow Petal, yay! Sometimes push trying methodologies at times and punishing if not. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. That just took a second to process, reading that. As goofy as that is. Oh, do I really want to do Nova, though? I don't think I want to do Nova. Nova would be lovely, but, Chroma has a gift I haven't seen before. Been unlocking these things. Yeah, it's hard to, like, mandate that the player learns a certain thing. Let's just get maximum panics, maximum tetrads. Yeah, it's hard to get players to use all the mechanics, etc. It's hard to design a game to use all the mechanics. Let me just destroy Chroma real quick. Okay, that helps, I think. Yeah. So the idea I had... So I had another idea for, like, ways to make weapons actually synergize in interesting ways. One of the things I don't like, actually, because I said this is an action RPG. One of the things I actually don't like, and one of the things that I think kind of gets in the way of pretty much any game that you could describe as an action RPG, your shots warp back around. Okay, that's good stuff. One of the things I don't like about action RPGs is damage upgrades. Because I think if the player has too much damage, then it gets too easy to end a fight before gameplay occurs. Which I actually saw somebody doing in their live streamed playthrough of Elden Ring. Been watching this guy play Elden Ring and completely trash the whole game. Late game. The whole late game of the game. Because they just have dual greatswords that they can just do this big jumping heavy attack, slam both greatswords down on the enemy, and instantly kill them. And any enemy that doesn't instantly kill, he has to fight. And any enemy that does instantly kill, well, he's happy because he instantly killed the enemy. Which is a lot of them, honestly. So, like, I don't really like that idea. So, to that end, I don't want there to be any non-conditional damage upgrades. However, I am okay with conditional damage upgrades. Think about a card game, right? See, I really want the Rainbow Petal. I'm just gonna do the Rainbow Petal. Think about a card game, right? In a card game, you can put two cards together in a way that will result in you gaining a lot more advantage than normal. Like maybe you draw a whole bunch of extra cards, or you do a whole lot of extra damage to your opponent, or you wipe the opponent's field, or whatever. Card combos actually take a lot more time to execute, and I think if you wanted to apply that to an action game, the equivalent of a card combo is you have to find an opening to perform the 2 or more moves in sequence that are required in order to get your big damage upgrade. And that is the kind of thing that I am okay with. If you actually have to land multiple hits on the enemy, that means you have to demonstrate some sort of understanding of how the enemy's gameplay works. I want to use card game design philosophy because I actually think card games are designed incredibly well. I think there's a lot of really cool stuff in card games, and I just don't really get to indulge so much because card games are usually PvP experiences. They're usually designed to be, you know, for you to beat someone up with your cards. But I want people to have lots of options for quote-unquote deck building that they can do. It's not literally a card game, but like I want there to be a lot of build archetypes that you can go for. And the thing I've actually been struggling with is, how do you actually incentivize people to do something that isn't the optimal build? Without making a roguelite. That's something that I don't know the answer to. Actually, at all. I don't know that there is an easy answer to that question. Because you need to find like something sort of evergreen that is always good to give the player. But to do that, you need a system. You know? And making more systems makes the game more complicated, which you want to avoid doing that if you can possibly help it. So that's just something I haven't really figured out. How do you actually get people to interact with the systems? New boss. It's a level 8 monster. Volodrome. Shouldn't be too surprised. Wow, that's actually quite potent. But yeah. Hopefully, a lot of what I'm saying is coming off as, yay, you're trying to avoid common design pitfalls with action RPGs. It's just not going to be a formula that I think is going to be very popular, because people play action RPGs to be powerful. There's a lot of joy in one-shotting the boss, you know? Cut them into nothing. People love that. You play Dark Souls, you spend so much of your time suffering in Dark Souls. So once you're finally one-shotting enemies, you know, that's a huge point of your progression. That's a big important part of the game. You should be allowed to have that feeling, but I kind of just want it to be a game that is something you can just play and learn about forever. 100,000 motes in one run, I think, is what that was for. Triple Wish, Hearten. I haven't done Snowball, like, ever. This is my chance to hit the body only, though. I'm gonna try this. Because I can at least focus all of my shots towards the body. But I want the big focus of the game. Yes! It complements enemies and bosses being dispatched easily regardless of build, but provide different threats and openings for different builds. Yeah. Oh god, a make your own magic adventure. Oh my god, 27 karma. That's just a good feeling. That's a lot of karma. I've tried to do a make your own spells game, and I never figured out how. I don't need the karma. Saw Bloom. All damage plus 16%, damn. I've tried to figure out how to make a game that is about making your own spells, and I never really figured it out. Aside from just, it's a goofy sandbox game where you can do incredibly busted things, and that's just that's just how it works, because that's the only sensible way to design it, I feel like. And that kind of game can be fun. I just think you gotta lean into it. A bit. Glow tonic. 2 random helper stones. Combo timer plus 1 second. I'll actually warp synapse, sure. So I'm gonna do void. It's actually kind of hilariously hard to get people to change up their stuff. And like, as far as I have experienced with gaming in general, the only real way to make people want to change their build up a lot, like voluntarily, is to like make it as painless as possible to do, and then present them with some token idea, like some token thing that helps them do it. But like if it's that incentivizes them rather. But like if it's a token thing, then you end up with a problem like Warframe's Mastery Rank, where Warframe's Mastery Rank is actually quite good as a system, but there aren't enough things you get for raising your Mastery Rank in Warframe. To the point that once you're at like 15 or 20 or so, you can just ignore it. At that point, and then, not just that, right, but there is no reason for you to increase your mastery rank anymore, but also increasing your mastery rank only involves leveling each weapon up to level 30 once and then selling it if you don't like it. So it's actually a really low commitment process anyway. You never have to revisit the same weapon. Kind of a good thing, because there's a lot of really bad weapons out there. Radiant Metal! That was good. That was a good run. What? The devil was never hit today. That's new. I didn't know that happened. Scorched Box. Okay. Well, I didn't get hit. That's pretty cool. I mean, I kind of got hit. It's a bit cheating. Volodrome. Yeah. She loves to swim in lava. She loves to give very tight hugs. I've been through worse. But yeah. One of the other things that I learned, right, is asset reuse is kind of a virtue. I'm okay with... I actually really love how Kirby games have harder variants of each boss. I've always been a huge fan of that. So, I like that idea too. Just copy paste the boss to modify each attack. Or whatever. Story-driven bars / ranks, as well as strong demonstrated examples from persistent bosses and themes. Who give you those on their defeat? At the next rank. I did get the Sublime Medal, so... How to promote trying different things. Oh, okay. How to promote trying different things. Oh, that's an idea. For how to incentivize. Really, like, the thing that I was thinking was something a little bit like Mastery Rank in Warframe, but it gives you something. But I don't know what it should give you, because I don't want damage upgrades. I don't want to give people damage upgrades, so if you use a weapon a bunch, I don't want to give you 1% extra damage with some other weapon. I don't want to do that, because that's a damage upgrade. That's out of the question. It's not possible. Right? So, like, what the hell do you do? That's the problem. I was thinking if there are activated abilities, it might be neat to have like a minor quality of life for them. Like you can make it recharge a little bit faster if you've used a variety of weapons. You get points you can put into cooldown reduction for an ability or something. Maybe you can make your projectiles faster or something. And just weird little QOL things that stack consistently might be okay. But at the same time, that's also just a whole different rabbit hole for game design. That's a whole disaster waiting to happen. Okay, energy glyph. Yi-yo, positive. Nu-yo, negative. Yoren, flow. Nu-yoren, broken. Ka, oh yes, bring on the metal. Sinka Sinlin, that's heavy metal music, baby. Oh yeah, I'll teach you more words. Kaioren, wild. Sinlaka. Sinlaka, drums. And Asoka, engine. And this thing. Link synapses are relatively weak. They only work in one direction, and they are confined to a single timeline thread. Still, I mean relatively weak. Only one timeline. They only work in one direction, and they are confined to a single timeline thread. Still, a shamble with this power can send objects to any point in time and space, causing duplicate instances to exist. Hold on. I missed where I was. Some shambles can even decide retroactively that they never actually sent an object through the synapse. That instance of the object is erased from existence, but the original will always remain. So I'm gonna have to actually just sit down and like type a bunch of stuff to you so that you actually know a bit more how the game works. I want pretty much any major gameplay impacting thing to just be a thing you can equip. When were you following? Nightbot wants you to follow. No, yeah, I want there to be different, and that would be like very specific stuff. I'm just gonna have to sit down and talk about it later, because I have ideas for the kinds of archetypes I want, but then trying to come up with something that's like relatively low impact, but would be cool to have and cool to play with. I guess you could just unlock an ability that you could put in a slot or something. What's a Katie? Where can I find her? You can find her on twitch.tv/KatieBunny. I'm right here on this website. I got the Sublime Medal for the Devil! Barrels, if you're listening, I did it. You pretty much just do that with Bloody Nails, I feel. Just take some Bloody Nails back in time. Radiant and Sublime. Good stuff. I'll do Alter Twin. It's gonna be an interesting one. No gifts. Well, there are gifts, but it's not useful. Okay, so here's the idea, right? So for build archetypes, I want pretty much every weapon and attack to have an element type associated with it. The element has nothing to do with enemies. You don't equip fire damage to do extra damage to something that is weak to fire. That is simply not a mechanic. Maybe it's a mechanic, but not for the most part, right? You take fire with you because some attacks have effects that go off if you hit an enemy that's on fire, or if an enemy exists that is on fire, etc. For instance. So there's a whole bunch of different element types that serve solely as activators for other abilities and attacks. Make them better. Heck, an enemy being on fire doesn't even make it take damage over time. It's broken. It's stupid. Doesn't make any sense. What idiot developer made this game? No, it doesn't inherently set enemies on fire or anything. Ow. Rip combo against the level 1 monster. But maybe there are like loadout options you could equip that do have this effect. So maybe there is something you could equip in your loadout or something that makes it so that enemies that are on fire do take damage over time. That would be a different type of build archetype. Maybe you just want to inflict multiple elemental ailments, and you have things that enable those elemental ailments to have different effects. That's the kind of thing I'm more into. That's what I mean by every damage bonus is conditional. Everything requires you to get involved with an element type in some way. You have to. There's just no two ways about it. Those are the main conditionals that you get. It could be anywhere from, like, the last attack that you used was of this element, or an enemy exists that has been hit by this element recently. Whatever. It could be any number of things. Hey, clever. I got a sublime medal. Thus demonstrating my competence once and for all. I got a sublime medal on Altered Story for not getting hit. Of course, right now I'm just completely ruining everything. Uh-oh. I was just talking about a video game that I really want to play. Oh, I did get a companion out of that. Well, it's gotta be Photoxai now. I kind of want to make it, but only because it doesn't exist. I want to play a game that doesn't exist, and that's been the struggle. Aside from the obvious. And the trans thing. Oh! Oh. Damage. I'm just playing the game casually while chatting about stuff. So yeah, Wim, whatever it is you think about the build ideas that I presented, right? Of just having element types that go straight into different types of synergy bonuses like that. That's what I want. Damn. Too much karma. Sour fruit. I could get faster charge. As a percentage-based charge time reduction. I also kind of just want it to be a game that is kind of easy to just add on to. Because I'm that invested in the game, pretty much, that's it. So that's, again, why I've come up with a whole bunch of stuff that I feel is personally feel is very modular. Kind of like how this game, the developer could just add more dreams. And, you know, then that's just more stuff to do. Or whatever. How roguelites can just add more items to the item pool, and then suddenly runs are different, or add an alternate item pool that you can pull items from or something. You end up with a very different game out of that. Charge damage. I want this. My band of friends is ready. Are you? I really want, like, an actual good charge upgrade, though. Heartbeat would actually be really great on this character. I think I've had Heartbeat on this character, but... Paintbrush, I don't think I've ever used on this character, though. Maybe in free play. This game's build archetypes are basically, like, charge shots and then each different shot type. With the charge shots within each shot type sometimes being a different type of shot. Like how the wavy star shot actually makes your star shot spread, become more focused, that kind of thing. You end up with a very different build that way. Yay. Kemery. I'm gonna omit a wall of words and say I agreed to the last thing. Okay. The different build archetypes, you mean? Like the archetypes that I presented. Like, I kinda want Little Sister, that'd be nice, but Prisma. Give me the friends. Yeah. I actually had a whole bunch of different ideas. I think I came up with the sentiment that I came up with the idea, right, that you should never be able to form like a one-weapon synergy. I don't want you to be able to form a one-weapon synergy. If you can, then it should be very difficult to do. It should be kind of tricky or require you to play a super aggressive playstyle or something. It shouldn't. It should also not be something that comes available early, just to really train people on going for multi-attack synergies. Because obviously, multi-attack drifting is a lot more fun than than anything else. So, ooh, 7 panics in one fight, eh? Everyone. Oh, that's good. You can also DM me any wall of text that you want, Wim. That's fine. Wim's a friend. Oh, I kind of want everyone, but the panics are also really good. I only have 2 panics. It's 7 panics. I'm doing dual Prisma. I think I've already decided I'm doing dual Prisma. I like how Hades introduced its different build archetypes. So the way Hades has it set up, each god kind of contributes to 1 or 2 different types of builds that you can go for. Like if you get Zeus, then Zeus actually tends to scale really well if you hit frequently, because the lightning does a fixed amount of damage. Kind of same with Dionysus, I think. Because Dionysus inflicts the poison status effect that stacks. So there's different, already different things, different gods favor different types of attacks, which is quite neat. I really don't want to do Shaimomo, but Masterpiece is really good. All damage plus 4% after every battle is also quite good. That's gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, Hades though has a gift, has a helper though. And minions. Flip flap. I've got to get good at flip flap though. That's the thing I'm not sure if I can do. Yeah, the player should more or less be forced to do the fun thing. Good game design philosophy. Make the player do the thing that is actually the most fun in the game. Don't let the player do things the unfun way. Just general things to avoid. Go into a little bit of roguelite design stuff. Yeah, that's fine. I mostly just wanted color glyph. It's one of the reasons why roguelites actually don't have time-based cooldowns on abilities. It's so that you don't just sit in a room waiting for your stuff to recharge and then you go into the next room. It's also just more challenging. It's a more interesting dynamic. Oh boy, heartbeat. Well, that's what we need. Molten Barrel doesn't have a friend for me. Topaz it is. I have so many friends. Look at all my friends. Prevent degenerate strategies. It's another... I've talked about this before, I'm confident, but Xenoblade Chronicles also has time-based cooldowns for its abilities, but it automatically recharges your abilities. after a battle. There are 2 gifts I'm actually potentially missing out on. I'll break that. Okay, I broke it. It automatically recharges your abilities at the start of each battle. Or in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it unrecharges your abilities before each battle. Just a genuinely really good thing that those games do. Kind of a subtle, hard to appreciate thing, potentially, but it's actually good to do stuff like that. Also kind of like how roguelites just don't let you go back to previous floors. There's a reason for that, actually. That's 6 panics. And the reason for that is that it'd be a bit degenerate if you just let the player go back. It'd be a little boring, really, more than anything. Yes! Defeat them. I'm really just out of things to talk about, so I'm just gonna fight Tox Polyps with my heartbeat. Whoa. One thing I also wanted, this is just kind of a quality of life thing, but I think it's a bit telling at least that I thought of it. I want there to be checkpoints in each mission where you can change your loadout. That's a lot of bullets I destroyed. Checkpoints that fully heal you, and you can just equip different things in your loadout. Requiring a player to have something ranges from giving them it, having a block that responds that gives the thing, or mandated to equip this that has this. Yeah, for exploration rather than roguelites. Yeah, that's actually, God, that reminds me of like old first-person shooter design philosophy. Or not, it's not old at this point, Jesus, oh my god. Modern military shooters, where they will always give you a gun right before any given encounter, depending on the game. They'll give you a gun right before any given encounter, and it's like, you are designed, this encounter is designed for this gun, you will use this gun. I've never liked the game telling me what to do. It's just what they do sometimes. I think that's really... I don't think that's a lot of fun, personally. Because it just makes the game really unreplayable, honestly. If you're always given the same stuff. Overfeeding. You know, overfeed. Extract rate. I would rather have that. Yep. There you go. You just had this really rigid static design. Yeah. I've always liked being able to configure my loadout however I want. Why is it so much more expensive to radiate your tetrads? It's just... I just don't think that radiant tetrads are all that useful. You can have that. Now feeding can be done too much. Yes. Garden's Blessing. Oh, they're all Nova. Whoops, all Nova. Fear Sense. Loneliness. I can get a little bit bitter about the shooter thing. I used to be a big fan of shooters, but I stopped playing them pretty much altogether, like FPSs. I stopped playing them pretty much altogether because every big shooter that came out was all designed to be played the same way. You obey the developers. Obey the developers or get out. Is how it felt. So I got a little bit frustrated with that design. Oh, damn it. I do a lot of damage, at least. I like having agency. I'm sitting here playing a roguelike and talking about agency. There's so many bullets for this fight. Okay. You get a lot of agency in this roguelite, though. Yeah, I used to play games like Unreal Tournament, actually, a lot. I really liked Unreal Tournament 2004. You could maybe call that a retro game at this point. Had really good modding in it. The mods for Unreal Tournament 2004 were freaking awesome. And the game's movement was actually super fun. I remember still, like, the level of outrage people had whenever the developers were like, yeah, we're going to simplify the movement for the sake of console gamers. Oh boy, that didn't go over well. People were not fans of that. There you go. People got pretty bitter about console gaming at around that point. Alright. Oh, that's Spark Thorns, which is gonna be really powerful actually. No more combo breakage at any point in the run. I can do this. I need no help. Alright, Void for a Scorched Box. That's actually a lot of Tetrads too. Yeah. Void. I never wanted to be like kind of coddled at any point in any games I play. All I want is for the bullets to not be the fastest things alive. Oh, I don't think they removed mod support. It was movement abilities that they removed in support of console gamers. They specifically didn't want you to be able to do like the double tap dashes and stuff, because they thought that that would be too complicated for console gamers. Which, I mean, they might not be wrong, but that doesn't make the game better, actually. That actually kind of makes the game worse. You know? People did make it out to be worse than it was, because it wasn't like... They weren't, people weren't, like... It wasn't like End of Days by any means, but... It didn't turn Unreal Tournament 3 into a cover shooter or anything. but it did doubtlessly remove a lot of movement abilities that should have still been in the game, honestly. So, not absolute disaster, but it wasn't a great feeling nonetheless. Gift? Sure. Everyone is here. Everyone's just lying on the ground. I don't know how they got here. Dual stones. Jewel has health. Loop. Or nap. I don't think loop is gonna matter at all. But alter blot might actually have something. Don't break any paint orbs. Break 60 paint orbs. Okay, let's break some paint orbs. I don't often get to fight alter blot in story modes. Probably don't have to dodge bullets too much here. Especially if I just use my helpers. Figuring the orbs are gonna come up here. That's one. And I am just gonna go for the no paint orb breaking achievement at some other point. I remember also there was a big upheaval whenever Blizzard. Fun-related thought. Sometimes a lack of polish just allows you to mess around in non-scripted ways, which can be more fun. Or laugh with the oddities, like a lot of weirdness in FF6 or speedrun tricks. Yeah, Dark Souls is actually hilarious. I've been sharing this video around of somebody who beat Dark Souls 1 without, or beat the bosses in Dark Souls 1 except for the 4 kings in alphabetical order, because that's a thing you can actually do in that game. Am I actually full on carryable gifts? Let's burn that. Ooh, Alter Synchron. I think I've had access to this boss for a very long time. Very low health. Dark Souls 1 has, for instance, did you know, Dark Souls 1 has an inventory limit. Maybe a holdover from Demon Souls' engine, I think, was what people were theorizing. Reroll. Zap. Health. People were thinking it was a holdover from Demon Souls' engine. There's a carry limit. The carry limit is 2,000 items. I might die here. I'm just kind of using a bit too many panics. Oh, it's a Lila. So, the 2,000 item limit there actually can be abused. I'm probably gonna die here. The 2,000 item limit can be abused in a very specific, weird way. What are you? Not actually a monster. Yeah, the 2,000 item limit can actually be abused It was a holdover from Demon Souls. In that, if you get given an item, in certain circumstances, it'll just drop onto the ground. You can use this with a DLC item called the Purple Coward's Crystal. Oh boy. I gotta do one of these fights without getting hit at all. I kind of feel a bit more confident in my Totaria than anything. The Purple Coward's Crystal, you can, if you try to pick it up again, it will be moved to just under your feet, and you can try to pick it up from a bit of a distance away. So you can use this to move it around the world, and then you can summon someone to pick up your Purple Coward's Crystal, which allows people to have an item that is in the DLC without being in the DLC, which is just a really funny thing that you can do. You can basically, because normally you can't drop that item. The only way in which you can drop that item is by having over the limit of 2,000 items. I don't know who I can be here. Oh, Blue Veil. I just misread that as Void. I'm gonna try it. Do I have a Toxic? I do. Let's try. I basically just have to not get touched at any point. Oh god. That's the same sound that happens when you die, so... I could hear that sound and it would just be the end for me. Oh god. Damn it. Just don't get hit. It's simple. Oh my god. Okay, we're here now. Oh! I did it. Simple. Easy. I got hit once, but... There we go. And that's a Radiant Medal. Alright. Cross Core. As Alter Twin, clear 3 days of Altered Story. Cross Core. Okay. I'm getting good completion. Higher completion than I'm accustomed to, frankly. I don't think I've ever quite gotten this high up. Saw Bloom. All damage plus 16%. Mirror Stalks are segmented reptiles that live all throughout the pit. They are normally docile creatures, but not the guardian Mirror Stalk. She uses this rare and dangerous flower as a weapon, and she has quite the temper. Her name is Roundsaw for a reason. So, Roundsaw is a Mirror Stalk. Wields a dangerous flower. Scorched Box. I actually have a lot of Dreamscape Radiating I can do. Do the new monster though. Alter Synchron. There was once a small square of land that Synchron didn't let anyone enter. If anyone came close, they would get angry and fire warning shots at the ground. It's a good thing they don't do this anymore, but I might never know why this place was so important to them. I guess that's the yard. Synchron's yard. Get off my lawn. Shoots bullets at the ground. Probably. Oh! My guardians are done. Bolodrome. I didn't even notice that. There are 3 more monsters to radiate. Can't afford yet. Upgrade gifts. It's just Scorched Box. I'm not worried about it. Dreamscapes. Let's get some lore. Let there be sound. That pale girl has been living down here for so long. She's almost 50 years old. How hardcore do you have to be to live for that long? Ever since she was just a kid? She is clearly made of something else. I've got another idea for a song. 50 years old. Hardcore. Oh, to live here for that long. Okay. Oh, I thought that was just like immortals who are like, yeah, I only like to live 3 to 5 years because then I learn too much about the world and I want to reincarnate. I can't believe anybody would be willing to live for 50 years. That's a weird amount of time to live. That's a lot. That's a long life. Wouldn't you get bored after like 12 years? Come on. The Erie Caverns are a massive system of caves that run all throughout the Erie Mountains. Several colonies of mites and meerstalks live within these caverns. They have been dug out by guardian monsters attempting to reach guardian zones deep inside the mountains. The mountains. The mountains. The mountains. The mountains. The mountains. I need to post this in my Discord. Barrels. I should probably have just done a ping. Mountains. Mountains. It's actually really hard to pronounce that. The mountains. It's a lot to take in. There's my Sublime Metal. It's on the Devil. I've been a big fan of the Devil lately, and I still kind of want to keep playing Devil. Alter Heart. Sure. Alter Heart. Nope. I don't get to know what any gifts are. Let's go, Round Saw. Whatever you've got for me, I'll make the best use of it that anyone could possibly want. Than anyone possibly could. Broke my combo already. Round Saw, it's your fault. You juked me. You dodged my hug. Don't do that. Oh, my health is so low. I forgot how incredibly frail you are with this character right off the bat. Zap. There we go. The mountains. The mountains. Unit Lulu or Burning Veil. Unit Lulu it is. I have zap damage. Zap. I wonder how many people will get upset at the idea of a game that has elemental damage but no elemental weaknesses or resistances. But instead they play into a completely different system. How many people would be upset by that, do you think? Because I feel like that's like really unconventional. It's like a really weird idea, I feel, for people to kind of get used to. I might be projecting a bit. Maybe not that many people would be upset. I actually remember Final Fantasy XIV. One of the things that did bother me a bit about that game is that it will specify the damage type of your spell, even though the element doesn't matter at all. The game is just all about using your rotation. You use your ability that activates your other abilities, to optimize your damage as much as you can. And if you had to worry about the element of the spells you were casting and so on, then it wouldn't be very fun. It just wouldn't really work very well. Wow, thorns. Prisma. I think zap damage is going to end up being good anyway against this guy. It wouldn't be very fun, because you would end up as Black Mage, and you would just casually be unable to actually use your abilities optimally as Black Mage. Because, oops, this enemy's weak to ice, now you just have to use your ice spells, and you have to completely ignore your fire mechanic. might not be particularly fun. So I think MMO players are kind of used to it at this point, but I wonder for single player games, right? How many people would see like an element system and be like, well, no, of course you should do more damage or less damage based on the elemental weaknesses. Of course you should. Synchron. Sentinel 4X can give me gifts. I think. I have this weird mentality with this game specifically, I think, where I just don't I don't consider bombs as part of a character's perks. I also don't really consider health to be a part of a character's quirks either. Because if you get hit, well, that's obviously bad and you shouldn't be letting that happen at all. So that's why health. And why bombs? Well, I think again, ideally, you put yourself in a situation where you don't need bombs. But I think for super hard monsters, part of the dynamic might actually be in learning when to bomb. That's probably the rules of the game. You probably are expected to use them. Frequently, developers put things in their games to be used. 9 times out of 10. Probably more often than that, to be honest. But let's just go with 9 times out of 10. 10% of the features in any game are completely unintentional. No. God. Could you imagine? I think that'd be a net game for Skyrim. That's mean. I'll be mean to Skyrim any day of the week. Yeah. They're just kind of skip buttons, yeah. That makes sense. I just like to play as much of the game as possible. So I think about bombs as... I just try not to rely on them, I guess. I think bombs are more of a, like, a potential failsafe, right? They're just a failsafe for, oops, I made this attack too hard. But it's okay, because the player can skip an attack every now and again. Which I think there is a little bit of in this game, to be honest. There are some monsters that are just not hard at high levels, like Rage Prisma. I don't find Rage Prisma to be difficult at all. Also, different people are good at different things. Uh-oh. A charge shot does a surprising amount of damage, all things considered. But let me know whenever you've gotten a Sublime Medal. Is every character bombless? No bombs. No hit runs, no bombs. No hits, no bombs. Health XOR bombs is an option, yeah. True, to be honest. Health XOR bombs is actually a really good way to describe decision making in a shoot 'em up. Just in general. Have you shown love to a glass flora today? I don't remember. How many phases does Anomalies battle have? 4. What does 9 times 3 evaluate to? 27. Spend 10 minutes dodging every boss blindfolded. You gotta beat every boss in quick play at every level, blindfolded, with no gifts, without using a panic. That last condition doesn't even do anything, I know. It's great. Who was the first monster you loved today? I feel like it was Lulu or Prisma. Dang. Round saw. Oh, God, I don't know. Water? Shaped like water. Okay. Jittering with excitement. I picked the bigger one. It's a heal. What type of monster is Lava one? That one. What is an element that Roundsaw can attack with? Frankly, I don't know. Okay, Toxic was right. How many panic attacks do you have right now? It's like 7. 7. Yes. I wasn't even looking. I had a mental count because I'm pretty sure I had 4 and then I got 3 and I don't remember using one or something like that. Which of these power gifts do you have active right now? 1. 3 of them. Yeah, damage. Which of these monsters have you loved today? Definitely not Polyps, it was Ruby. What is the highest level that Rage Boiler can reach without being overleveled? 10, I think. Wow, I got that right. What did Ruby say to you before your battle with her? Burn for me? Or you may not proceed. Dang. Frustrated to V. An element that null unit is resistant to. Dang, it's not void. How many segments make up Jewel's tail? 6? Dang, complete failure. Okay, that's fine. Shy Lila has a 2-star gift, but I don't want to do Shy Lila because I don't like Shy Lila. Let's do Shy Lila. Don't enjoy this fight at all. It's just playing a regular shoot 'em up level, and like, I don't like shoot 'em ups. I think that's why. I'm very much just playing the game straight, and I don't want to be. This doesn't feel like a boss fight at all. If they were like a little bigger, maybe. Like as it is, it's kind of a bullet hell, but I also have to aim at them. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Can I just skip this entire fight? God damn it. Well, I guess I can. Ugh! Bad boss. Bad boss. It's literally a level. It's not even a boss fight. Who made this? Alright. Oh well. She is so mean to herself. She smiles at my compliments. Whenever I ask, she is always okay, but I saw her bloody nails. She's so mean to herself. 50 of Molten Barrels orbs across all battles. Cure all self-doubt by lowering the difficulty 3 times in a single rest. I think I lowered difficulty twice in a single rest, and it didn't let me do it again. Defeat Alter Glacia with a 100% full combo. Focus mode. I don't know what the last one is. Ah. I think I need a break. I kind of, let my attention, drift there at the end. I don't even get to know what the 2-star gift was. I died for that. There's just always going to be 2 gray metal spots for each one of these. For all eternity. How long have I been going? About 4 hours. I've been playing for about 4 hours. I think I'm going to go onto Twitch and see if anybody is playing a cool video game. I was going... In my head, I was like, if void reigns upon her heart. If anybody is playing a video game... And I mean... There is a guy playing Majora's Mask. Who to pick, who not to pick. Oh, I don't even know why there's a clip of that. Did I say something funny there? I don't even remember. I'm just going to transition on over to this. And we'll hop over to Slow Beef's channel where he is playing something. Majora's Mask. I think he might be in the Stone Tower Temple? No, he's playing a minigame right now, actually. Let's go hang out with Slow Beef. And when I will talk to you about video game stuff later. Slow Beef. Should have been typing that this whole time.